can because I am a living testament for God. I was paralyzed for 6 years, 5 months, and 17 days. I had meningitis in 2010. I had meningitis of the brain in 2010, which left me paralyzed from the waist down. In 2016, I had a little lymph node in my throat, and I couldn't swallow my medication. So they told me, they said, you're going to have to get this out, because I was getting sick where I was on 16 different types of medication. Bedridden, wheelchair, you know, like I said, the whole 9 yards. And until then, I was working full-time, you know, mom, band mom, you know, Girl Scout leader, you name it, it was me. And it left me paralyzed from the waist down. When I finally came home, I went in the hospital November the 12th, 2010. I got out January the 23rd, 2011. And then I was on IV at home health nurse for another 6 months. My husband had to take care of me. My daughter had to take care of me. I couldn't eat. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't bathe myself. It was just, and I kept saying, God, what did I do to make you mad? Why are you doing this to me? And I was suicidal. I tried to commit suicide 3 times. I said, I can't even kill myself. Can't do anything right. What is the deal here? Why me? Why me? And I kept saying, why me? So I kind of got mad at God. I said, I don't understand why you're doing this to me. I don't even want to live like this. You won't even let me die. You know, what did I ever do? I've always done good. I try to help other people. And then it hit me as what I didn't do is let other people do the things for me that I was doing for them. I felt ashamed and embarrassed for my daughter having to help bathe me when I'm the one who brought her in this world and had to bathe her all of her life. But my humility was keeping me down and depressed.
Oh,
and
it's false, right?
Yes,
it's a
yes,
false.
Yes. But when I had this knot in my throat, I couldn't take my medication. It was making me sick. I've had all kinds of surgeries. I've had my appendix taken out. I've had gallbladder taken out. When they told me I needed this surgery, I just had something come over me that something was going to go wrong, that I was not going to make it through the surgery. And I prayed on it, and I said, I don't know what it is. And my husband said, it's same-day surgery. What are you so upset about? And my doctor kept telling me, it's same-day surgery. You have nothing to worry about. And I said, I just feel uneasy about it. I stayed awake for 36 straight hours before my surgery. I couldn't even sleep. I just felt like something was going to go wrong. And so finally, when I went in the day before my surgery, I called and I asked them if they could reschedule it. And they said no, that if I rescheduled it, it would be another 2 months before the surgeon could do the surgery. And with me being off my medication, I would just get sicker and sicker. I was on insulin 4 times a day. I was taking pills, 2 different types of oral pills for diabetes. I was on a fentanyl patch and was still in constant pain. And all of this was going on. They were like, you've got to get this surgery done. So the anesthesiologist came in and he said, all right, you ready for night-night land? And I said, just give me a minute. And I said, Lord, I don't know why I feel this way, but I'm in your hands. So whatever you have planned for me, if it's my time to go, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go.
I woke up in the recovery room and I could feel my legs. And so I told him, I said, I feel my toes. And so my husband said, you know, you've been in the anesthesia. I said, no, I feel my feet. I can feel my legs. So the doctor came over because I'm yelling at my husband, and they came over and the doctor said, it's okay, Pearl, your surgery went fine. I said, no, I can feel my legs. And he said, well, we didn't do anything that you would feel your legs. The anesthesia kind of makes you feel like...
Those legs?
Yes. So I raised my leg straight up, and the doctor almost fainted. He said, we did nothing that could have caused this. And I looked at him and I said, I can walk. And he said, hold on. He said, it's a difference between feeling your legs, moving your legs, and walking. He said, you've been in a wheelchair for 6 years. You've had muscles that have atrophied. He said, your balance is going to be off. He said, you're looking at physical therapy on a whole long road. So I kept telling him, and I said, I know I can walk. So they wouldn't let me get up because I was still in the anesthesia and everything. So the next morning, the doctor came in and I said, you need to let me up. I know I can walk. And he said, we're going to get to it. You're going to have to be patient with us. So he walked out, and he was in the hallway talking to the nurses, saying, you know, we need to set up physical therapy and blah, blah, blah. I got up out of my bed, and I walked to that door, and I said, I told you I could walk. And he looked at me, and he said, you are a miracle. So they started doing all kinds of tests. They did MRIs, they did CAT scans, they did nerve tests, they did all of this stuff. Everything comes back. If you look at my medical record right now, you would say I can't walk. So they told me that I am definitely a medical miracle.
And your name is Pearl.
But this is what the real kicker is. So they came in and it was time to change my fentanyl patch. I said, I don't want it. And he was like, you've been on this patch for 2 years. Fentanyl is 100 times stronger than morphine. He said, we're going to have to step you down, get you off the fentanyl, put you on oxycodone, then get you off of that. He said, you're looking at, you know, about 6 months for your body to be able to not have any type of narcotic in your system. I signed the paper, told him I didn't want it. I didn't have a single withdrawal. I was on insulin 4 times a day. Every time they come in and check my blood sugar and bring my insulin in, getting ready to stick me, my blood sugar was normal. So I didn't just have the paralysis gone, I had a complete body healing.
Yes. We just declare that same healing upon your daughter right here, Lord. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So I am, and so that Christmas, the doctor's wife called me, and she said, I did something a little unethical. I got your phone number from my husband's nurse. She said she was Episcopalian. Her and her husband had been married 23 years. He had always been an atheist. She said, we raised our kids knowing God, but my husband just always stayed in the background. She said, every Christmas, I would ask him, do you want to go to church with me tonight? And he said, no, I'm fine. She said, and every year I would still ask him, you want to go to Christmas service with me? No, I'm fine. So that Christmas, she called me day after New Year. She said, this past Christmas, she said, when I was getting ready, she said, I thought about, why do I do this every year? She said, and no sooner than those words came to my mind, she said, he opened the door and had his suit on and said, I'm going to church with you today. Not only did he go to church, he joined church that night. She said, I never thought I would live to see the day that my husband would step foot in a church and would not be in a casket.
Oh, my goodness.